Previously on Historical Geocaching, my dad and I visit Red Clay State Park, the site of the Cherokee Indians' last capital prior to the Trail of Tears. We visit some great historical buildings, find a cool geocache, and hear an awesome talk by one of the park rangers.
And welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Historical Geocaching on the Road with geocacher T and Photobug from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Today, I am so excited. My dad and I are heading about an hour northeast of Chattanooga area up to Meigs County to the Cherokee Removal Memorial Park at Blythe's Ferry, which, along with Ross's Landing, and I have a video on that coming up, was one of the major concentration camps for the Cherokee Indians on the Trail of Tears. The Chattanooga area in 1838, one of the main areas where they were all concentrated right before the actual trail began, you could say. So I'm really excited to go there. It's going to be really fun history, even though it's somber, of course. I'm also really excited because recently I got a new car. This time I'm going to be driving it rather than my dad driving me. I'm going to be driving him. So let's have some fun going for a drive on some beautiful Tennessee country roads and learning some awesome history. That's coming up on this edition of Historical Geocaching on the Road. So hey everybody, geocacher T and Photobug here. My dad and I are now at Blythe's Ferry at the Cherokee Removal Memorial Park. This is one of the major encampments of the Cherokee Indians as the Trail of Tears started in the start of the summer of 1838. A lot of Indians were brought here as kind of a concentration camp before they were shipped across the river and on to Oklahoma. 9 out of 13 or 12 or 13 big companies of Indians came here. They ranged in size anywhere from 729 to 1,766 Indians per group of Indians that would come across. Certainly some very solemn history because this is where the Trail of Tears started for a lot of Cherokee Indians. Anyway, let's see, even though it's sad, let's see what awesome history we can discover here. Here's a really cool, I guess, big map in the ground. Let me show you. It shows the route of the Trail of Tears. You can see Tennessee. We're at Blythe's Ferry. Chattanooga. The more yellow is the overland route. And there you go. West to Oklahoma over there. Dedication. This memorial is dedicated to the Cherokees that died and those that cried due to their forced removal, which has become known as the Trail of Tears. Today we are champions of human rights and oppose ethnic cleansing. What happened to native peoples of North America should not be forgotten. It's very solemn, reflective moment. It's really studying about all the Trail of Tears are. As you can see, these names and just think about what happened right here, literally right in my own backyard. So here we are, folks, on site at the actual Blythe's Ferry at the Tennessee River right in front of me. Here's a cool historical marker with all the history. Let me read it to you. It says, Blythe's Ferry. One of the worst acts of man's inhumanity to man took place when an entire race of peoples were driven from their lands in 1838. It was here, at Blythe's Ferry, that approximately 9,000 Cherokee and Creeks camped while waiting to cross the Tennessee River on their forced removal. They had been held captive in stockades a few miles back. Many books have been written on this heart-wrenching description of what is now called the Trail of Tears. Buttrick's journal describes their condition in the camps as very much like brute animals, lying down on the naked ground exposed to wind and rain like droves of hogs. Buttrick also states that not only the Cherokees, the Deer Creeks and Seminoles, other Indians, have fallen by the same means, fictitious treaties. He speaks of Nanny as a slave, so this shows the diversity among the detachment. This park is dedicated in memory of these future people, to these peoples. May it serve as a touchstone for future generations. And hey everybody, Austin here, still at the Cherokee Removal Memorial Park here at Blythe's Ferry, having a lot of fun learning some solemn history. As you can see behind me, there is a really nice boardwalk we've been walking on, and check this out, there's a really incredible view of the Tennessee River. That's gorgeous. Well, thank you everybody so much for coming along with my dad and I on our excursion to Blythe's Ferry, the Cherokee Removal Memorial Park here in Meigs County, Tennessee. Certainly some very solemn history, but very neat to see where the Trail of Tears began, or one of the concentration camps was here. Neat history. Hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this sort of thing, be sure to check out my other videos at youtube.com/tnphotobug and subscribe if you haven't, because each and every week I post new videos of me visiting historical sites all across the nation, and I know you wouldn't want to miss out on any of that. So, thanks so much for watching. This is Geocacher TN Photobug signing out. I'm indeed happy. The best.
Next week on Historical Geocaching, I read the historical markers at Blythe's Ferry, not only gaining a more in-depth knowledge of what happened here, but also the events that led up to it.